Hey everybody, Greg here again. Today I want to show you my method for chitting potatoes. First, I want to cover the fact that chitting has become a debate amongst gardeners as to whether it's necessary. Some argue that since farmers don't chit their potatoes, why should we backyard gardeners bother? Personally, I look at it as the same way as starting seeds indoors. If a seed doesn't germinate, then it's not going in my garden. I don't have a lot of space. If I plant a potato that I haven't chitted, and it doesn't germinate in the garden, then I've wasted precious space. By chitting, I know that this plant is viable and has a chance to produce many more potatoes. Plus, to be honest, it's fun for me. It's part of the process of growing my own vegetables and fruit. Of course, I totally understand it with farmers. There's no way they could chit every potato that they plant. But for me, on a small scale, I need to do all I can to try and make sure that what I plant has the best chance of providing myself and my family with produce. Do me a favor. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on this. I'm interested to find out if you do or don't chit, or if you tried both, and how your yields have been. So please, let me know in the comments. Alright, so on to the potatoes. I plan on using 2 to 3 grow bags for potatoes this year. So I'm going to be chitting 4 potatoes with the possibility of cutting them into smaller segments before planting. More on that shortly. These are red potatoes that my wife and I picked up from the store. I know some say you can't get store-bought potatoes chit, but I've never had a problem over the years that I've grown potatoes. I'm sure you've noticed, potatoes in your pantry start growing shoots if you don't use them soon enough. A 10-pound bag of potatoes at the grocery store here in Canada is anywhere from $4 to $7, way cheaper than buying seed potatoes. Now, you want to use potatoes as lots of eyes on them. As an example, here's an eye, tons of eyes right there, lots of eyes on this guy right here. You want a minimum of 2 to 3 eyes on the potato. If some eyes are towards the bottom of the potato, that's okay. The ones toward the bottom will reach up towards the light. Having said that, the majority of the eyes will be on the end of the potato that's narrower, as a general rule. Potatoes on the narrow side will have more eyes. The bottom end is where the potato actually connected to the original plant. These potatoes all have a lot of eyes on them. So I may cut them once they've chitted before planting if they get a larger number of shoots on the various parts of the potato. But I'll post a video on that when the time comes. Just to note, if you do decide to cut them at that point, make sure you have 2 to 3 shoots on each piece that you cut, and you want to let them sit for a couple of days on a counter or shelf so that the scar from cutting can heal before putting them in the ground. If you don't, they'll rot and get moldy in the ground and the plant will not survive. I'll get more into that when the time comes in the next video. Now, you want to put the potatoes' eyes up in a container. An egg carton works well, but I'll be using this container from a sub shop that my daughter and her boyfriend ordered from today. Any container will do, just make sure that the eyes are facing up. So, we'll get on that now. I'm going to get these guys positioned in here. Quite simple. Eyes are up. And we've got the majority of our eyes on this side here, so that's going to face up. And you can see tons of little eyes coming here, so that's going to get positioned up as well. This 5th potato here, actually I brought it out and I haven't mentioned it yet. One thing you want to avoid is potatoes that have cuts in them from the digging process, whatever, when they've dug up the potatoes. This could be a problem. It could have fungus in it. It could cause a problem overall as it grows with mold, fungus, whatever. So try to avoid any potatoes that you see with this kind of mark in it. Lastly, you want to put the potatoes in a window that gets good daylight but not direct sunlight. Direct sunlight would be too strong for them at this stage. If you have a bright room that gets lots of sunlight, you can place them in that room. Again, just avoid direct sunlight at this point. Whatever you do, don't place them in the dark. Putting them in the dark will result in long, spindly white shoots that aren't viable, similar to what you see on those potatoes in the pantry that decided to try and produce shoots. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It takes a long time to create these videos, and as the channel grows, it's good to know what you folks out there are looking for and enjoying. Thanks again. We'll talk to you soon.